Hi guys, survivalgearup.org here. I want to show you today what a sassafras tree looks like and how to harvest its flavor for tea. There are different ways to harvest a sassafras. First is, its root, or its bark. It has a rough texture to it. Once you get used to what they look like, they're not hard to recognize in the woods. I think, as far as I know, they are. You're going to find these in almost every state in the country, in the United States. I'm in West Virginia, so they're very common in our state. I've been getting sassafras root for years. Now, some people like to harvest sassafras from the roots, from the leaves and from the twigs during the summer months, when you find the leaves on the trees. They pick a few leaves and some of the twigs and they just mash them up basically and boil those into a tea. I've never tried that. I'm sure it works because people do it. I'm just going to show you the way that I've always done it, the way I was taught to do it. So here I go. I go out in the woods and I find a tree like this, a sassafras tree. Okay, so what I do is I dig down to the roots, and the time of year to do that is during the winter months, when it's cold, when the leaves are off. Most of the sap is in the roots at this time of the year, so therefore you're going to get more flavor. As you see, I've already dug into this root. Matter of fact, this tree, the top of it is nearly dead, so I went ahead and going to harvest the root for some tea, and the rest of the tree I will use for firewood, so it's not all going to go to waste. Now, what I do is I get some of the root, okay? I dig it up. I dig around, and I've always said there was 3 layers. There's an outer layer, which is the first layer. There's a second layer, which is the tasty layer. And then there's a third layer, which is the actual wood root that I don't do anything with. Some people may, I don't know. I'm going to set my camera down and show you how I do this. Hopefully this will work. You see, I have the bark or the root. What I do is I scrape off this very outer layer. Basically, it's the outer layer with the dirt on it. So what I do next is I go for the second layer, and it has a reddish tint to it. So you shave it off into slivers, like so. I don't have a very large section there to work off of, but you cut these slivers off, and you can add to your taste, but you add these slivers to a pan of boiling water, and you, depending on your taste, you can add sugar, which I do, after it's boiled. You let it simmer a while. It'll turn your water to a reddish tint. After that, you just let it simmer for 10-15 minutes or longer if you choose. After that, you can sweeten it with sugar. Some sweeten it with honey. They actually used to make root beer out of sassafras. Some still may, I don't know. But that is how I harvest sassafras root and how I make tea. So I hope this is helpful to someone out there. I appreciate you watching my video, and have a great day. Thank you.